Thank you. I'm here today to talk about building community through art. This has been a very personal journey for me. I'm going to get emotional already. I'm a bit of an introvert. I'm really no good at small talk, but this has given me a reason to speak. As a young child, I had the good fortune to live in an amazing community, a housing project in Detroit. You heard that right. A place where everyone looks out for the children and are quick to share. I'll come back to that later. About 10 years ago, my husband and I moved his art studio and gallery to Escondido. We made that choice because Escondido was known as an art-focused city. We wanted to be with other artists. We thought that that was the best place to be successful and creative in an artistic endeavor. After we got settled in the new space, we went looking for ways to become connected. We visited some of the galleries, the Chamber of Commerce. We considered memberships, and then we found Visit Escondido, the tourism office. We set an appointment and went to see the manager and asked her how we could get involved. She said, timing is everything. It was 2015. Our once vital art community had taken a big hit in the economic downturn. Less than half the galleries were still open. She was looking for a way to revitalize that presence. She said that she could support that effort, but not lead it. I said, I'm in. So first thing we did was she sent out an invitation to the arts and culture organizations here in Escondido and asked them to meet with us. I think that there were 9 of us at that very first meeting. We met at a newly opened paint and sip studio. There were representatives from museums, galleries, the Children's Museum, the History Center. It was so exciting to meet them all. We decided that we definitely wanted to work together and we were going to meet on a monthly basis. In future meetings, we talked about what the group would look like, what we could do together, what our goals were. And we realized that although we were coming from different perspectives, some of us for-profit, some non-profit, we all had the same goal. We wanted to build a reputation for Escondido as an art and culture destination. And of course, we wanted to bring people to our own businesses too. So then the first task then was to find the words to describe ourselves. It took a few meetings to decide what we would call ourselves, and we landed on MAGIC, Museums and Arts Growing Escondido Culture. And then for our purpose, I want to read this because it's important to get the words in the right order. We are an informal group of Escondido's thriving museums and vibrant art and culture community with the purpose of growing and developing the businesses of the participants and to promote our rich arts heritage and educational culture. Broad, but narrow enough to keep us on task. And then came the rules. We thought we needed rules. You first had to have a brick and mortar location in Escondido. You, of course, had to be art, culture, or educationally focused. And you had to hold an event or do something special on the second Saturday of every month. Second Saturday is a long-standing tradition in Escondido where the galleries would open new exhibits and do evening receptions. MAGIC wanted to breathe new life into Second Saturday. We wanted to honor our past, but look to our future. We felt that Second Saturday should include everything that MAGIC had to offer. So now in Escondido on second Saturday, you will find theater, music, children's art activities, educational opportunities, mural unveilings, gallery openings. And this was so much easier to accomplish than you might think. Using existing resources, every organization created their own event and listed it on the Visit Escondido calendar. Then our first group outing or group event was Small Business Saturday. If you don't know it, Small Business Saturday is like Black Friday, but focused on small business. In my mind, the coolest thing about Magic doing this is that many people think that arts organizations have no business sense at all. And yet, we created an event using a bingo game to bring people to Escondido to explore and start their holiday shopping. We've since turned this event over to the Downtown Business Association to manage, but rest assured, Magic still participates. An early goal, but something that took us a lot of planning, was an art show. This was important to us because some people are not comfortable walking into a gallery or a museum. We wanted to bring art to the people, to the streets. We felt that it was important to keep the fees low to attract young and emerging artists and give them an alternative to selling in galleries. This was the first time that we were faced with the money dilemma. We had no money, no bank account, and no way to take money. So we wondered, was now the time that we were going to have to organize, become a nonprofit? It seemed like it was too big a detour. So we thought if we could find a partner, whether it was just on this event or going forward, it would allow Magic to continue to work on our goals and dreams rather than having to stall and create something that might, having to pause and create something that might stall or restrict us. So because we already had a relationship with the Downtown Business Association, we went to see them. And to our surprise and delight, they said yes. They are our partner today in offering Art in the Garden, an art show that is held twice a year in conjunction with the Grand Avenue Street Festival. Now in our 7th year, we've become a destination within the festival. What started with 12 local artists has grown to more than 40. And we also offer free hands-on activities to the public during these events. Things have changed. The pandemic, an economic downturn. And through it all, Magic has continued to meet. Even during the pandemic, we met over Zoom and we found ways to bring art to the people then too. The concrete barriers that were used to create outdoor dining spaces became the canvases for an art gallery on Grand. That gallery became known as the Coloring Book of Hope, and it told the story of our community spirit. It gets better. It gets better. We won the Helen Putnam Award for Excellence for this project. And we were able to maintain our second Saturday tradition with pop-up art shows on Grand Avenue. Another group that formed during the pandemic to bring art to the people is Esco Alley Art. This project is a testament to community. Artists, business owners, building owners, the city, all came together to create another outdoor gallery. What we thought was going to be a temporary installation in one alley has grown to many alleys and includes more than 70 murals, more than 1,500 paintings if you count the individual images that make up the mural in this group photo here. Imagine the number of people that had to say yes to make this happen. And it happened very quickly because our art and business communities have a very strong relationship. We got a mention in the New York Times for Esco Alley Art. So now most of our rules have been set aside. We look at what we can do as a community for the community to continue to elevate us as an art and culture destination. If you care about art, we want you to be a part of Magic. We've become a resource, a place to share, a place to connect. In our meetings, we always need more chairs. Depending on what we are working on, you may see representatives from our city's economic development team, the local university, teachers, and individual artists. They have become some of our biggest champions. And we are still an informal group. And we are working on our biggest project ever, a month-long art and culture festival to celebrate our community. So during this time, my capacity to build relationships and share has grown. I think back to the projects where I grew up, people all working for a better life. And although I'm still an introvert, this is my passion. And it brings out the best in me. How do you build community? You share your purpose and your resources. And in our case, you believe in magic.